Hello everyone, this is Sandra at Spirit of Avalon. So, since New Year, I have acquired a few things, some of which I bought with an Amazon gift card, which I received for Yule/Christmas. And I had spent all of it, but I ended up, or almost all of it, but I ended up getting some of it back because a friend actually sent me the item that I'd ordered. And fortunately, I was able to cancel it with Amazon, so I got the money back on the gift card for that item, which I will show you. So there's a few things here that I thought you might like to see. But firstly, and this is so lovely, this is a book sleeve that has been made by my lovely friend Giselle over at Mad Witch channel. Most of you know Giselle, you know she makes tarot bags, spread cloths, and now she's started to make book sleeves because we were talking and I'd said that I was going to buy some book sleeves from a company, and she said, I'm sure I could probably make those. I said, I'm sure you could. You know, and this one I absolutely loved. She showed me a couple and I chose this. I love the fabric on this, the owls, the witches, the moons, the hats, everything. And she's kind of done it in a quilted way, and these are all like variegated threads, so they go into different colours, but they match so perfectly with this bag. She's so good at matching things, Giselle. See, I'd make a total mess if it was me. So, and that's the other side of it. But she's put this lovely button on. I am a fiend for button closures on tarot bags or like these book sleeves. Some book sleeves don't have any closures on them, but I love this. And look at this button that she's used. It's like got this almost mother of pearl effect in certain places on it. I don't know if the camera will pick that up, but it's lovely. And you know, we've got this lining inside, so it's really nice. I don't know which book I'm going to put in it yet, but it will be housing a book, that's for sure. So Giselle has started making these book sleeves. I know she's got a Kindle one available at the time of making this video on her Etsy shop. It's different to this. It's obviously a different fabric, and she's velvet lined it, so it's a bit more plush than this one. And I believe it has a popper closure, and that's available on her Etsy shop at this time of filming. And I will link Giselle's Etsy shop down below, as well as her channel, which is Mad Witch. And she's going to be putting more of these in her Etsy shop as she gets around to doing them, because obviously everything takes time, and it takes time to list them on Etsy. But if you're interested, go over and have a look at her shop, or even message her if you're interested, because you know, you might want something in particular, or for a certain type of fabric, or you know, maybe you might want one that's got spooky vibes or something to it. And you know, maybe if Giselle's got fabric like that, she'd be able to make you one, or source the fabric or something. So yeah, so this is the first thing. This is the back of it. It's lovely. I love it. Absolutely love this. So yeah, this was made for me by my friend Giselle. So that is really lovely. The deck that I received from a friend, from my lovely friend Simon, is the Bloodlands Oracle. And I had ordered this, and he was like, no. And I was like, what? He said, I've just sent you that in the post. It was meant to be a surprise, which is so lovely of him, really, because he thought that I would get more use out of it than he would, which he's perfectly correct in that, which is obviously why I was ordering it. But luckily I was able to cancel the order, get the money back, and I've got this lovely deck that's been sent to me as a gift, which is really lovely of Simon. And the reason I want this is, as some of you know, if you've watched my Yule gift video, I've got the indie deck, the Gothic Literature Tarot, and because of the black and white, I just thought this might be a perfect pair with it. Look at that stone circle on the back. So Simon's only had this out just to do a walkthrough, so that's what the cards look like. But like I say, I'll do my own separate walkthrough. I know Simon's already done a walkthrough, but just to give my thoughts and opinions and things on the deck, it might be nice to do that, and maybe I can show it with some of the Gothic Literature Tarot cards, just so you can see what I mean about them going together. So that was really, really lovely, and a lovely surprise too, because I wasn't like expecting it. And also he also sent me, and this is lovely too, love it, this is a stand up, so you stand it up like desk calendar with tarot on it, and it's all like the older images, like the Atea and things like that. And Simon got this for me from New York, so this has come all the way from New York, and it's really lovely, and again such a nice surprise. And he was like, oh, it's not much, and I was like, it's lovely though, and the quality of the paper is so good. And this is the type of thing that I would probably keep even after I've used it, or cut the images out or something. So yeah, this is really nice, really lovely. Even my mum was like, oh, that's nice when she saw it. So yeah, so again, thank you, Simon. This is just so lovely of you to have got this for me. I know Simon also bought one for himself, and I think while he was picking it up, he thought, oh, I'll pick one up for Sandra, because I think he was getting chocolate for other friends, and he thought that's not what I would want. And of course he's correct, because I'm starting Slimming World again next week now. I was going to be doing it this week, but something else came up, so I'm starting back there next week. So yeah, so thank you, Simon, for this. I love it, and the deck. So those were two kind of gifts that were sent to me. Then I wanted a notebook, and I was talking to my friend Giselle, and she said, oh, TK Maxx have got some good ones. Anyway, when I went to TK Maxx, the TK Maxx here wasn't that great, because that's just typical here. But they did have this one, which I thought was lovely. It's like got a William Morris design on the front, as you can see, it says William Morris notebook. So I'll be using this as a journal, just for everyday journaling, this one. And it's actually got like sections in it too, so you've got like tabs, so you could section it off. So this will kind of be for everyday use, and it's lined. But I thought it was quite good because you don't often see them with these dividers in it, and it's a lovely hardback, and this was only $4.99, so I thought that was pretty good, and I really liked the cover of it. So if you're looking for notebooks or journals and you've got a TK Maxx near you, it might be worth checking them out. The one here wasn't brilliant, but I know Giselle's one was very good. Where she lives, she said they had loads, so might be worth checking them out, because for $4.99 it's not bad. So I've got that. Then I went out yesterday with my friend Jenny. She's not a tarot person. I used to work for her at the salon, but we still see each other for coffee. And you know, she said to me, "Do you want to go out? We'll go over to Marlow, which is a little town in Buckinghamshire." And I said, yeah, okay then, because she said there's a nice place we could have breakfast and stuff. So that's what we did. We had breakfast and walked around the town a little bit. It's only a small town, but they have some nice sort of little bakeries and cafes, and you know, a couple of clothes shops, and you know, things, you know, nice sort of little shops. So while I was there, because I'd been wanting a bullet journal style notebook that had got the dots in it. So they had several, and I chose this colour. This was just in W.H. Smith. And it's by Moderno. I don't know if that's a thing. It feels nice though, the cover. And it's just like the dot grid. You probably can't see on the camera, but it's just got the dot grid, which I quite like, because you can use it obviously for writing, but you can sort of, you know, draw squares and put things in, or stickers or things like that. So I wanted a dot journal, so I managed to get this one. Which was, I think it was called Nightfall or something, the colour. But it's like a sort of purpley, bluey, grey colour, but I quite liked it. So I've got that. This is probably really boring for you guys, but I just thought I'd show you, because sometimes people are interested in stationery. Then I got, and I mean, I couldn't not, I mean, seriously, look. So this is just sticky page markers, which are really handy. But seriously, look at the cuteness. The cuteness of these. And it reminded me of my Caticorn tarot. So, as I said, these are just W.H. Smith. So it was those ones, and I had to get the French Bulldog ones. Look at the faces. It's so cute. I love it. Yeah, so 25 sheets of 8, it says on there. 8 designs. So, you know, I've got 2 packets of those. You could do ASMR with this. You know, the crinkles. But yeah, there was those. And these did cost a little bit of money. Not like mega money. But so these are the Sharpie S Note duos, you can see that there is a chisel tip and a normal tip. But what I like, look at the colours. I'd not seen these type of colours before. And you get 16, and they're the Sharpie brand. And I just thought deck edging. As soon as I saw them, I was like, oh, deck edging. And my friend was like, what are you getting excited about? I said, oh my God, deck edging. And she just like, what the hell are you talking about? I said, it'd be too much to explain, but believe me, this is very cool. So you see fine, and you can make it thicker and stuff. So I just thought they were really, really good, but they were a little bit pricey. They were £20. So they were a bit pricey, but I thought they were worth it. You know, being Sharpie and using them for deck edging, to me, it's worth it. And I've not kind of, you know, been spending money too much. And normally, actually, when I go out with Jenny, I don't normally spend any money at all. It's usually her that spends money. But so I thought these were really good, and I'd not seen them before, so I thought I'd show them in case anyone else was interested. And these, like I say, were from WH Smith, but you may be able to get them elsewhere or online or something. So yeah, very cool. So those. And then what I got with some of my Amazon voucher was a reading journal. Add a book to your life. So I thought this would be good because I read quite a lot, and it'd be nice to actually write down which books I've actually read. So you've got book wish list, and you've got book index, and then you've got annual reading goals if you wanted to give yourself some goals for reading. Also daily reading tracker. So you've got target and the yearly target if you want to do that. And then you go into the book review. So you've got title, publisher, page count, author, release year, when you started, when you finished, ease of reading, character, plot, paperback, hardcover, etc. And then you've got like book summary, my review, memorable quotes, read again, yes or no. So it goes all the way through like that. So quite a lot of books. I think it's over 100, yes. So how many books can you do? 120. And then at the back you've got a 50 book reading challenge or 100 book reading challenge, which I might try to do. I'll probably maybe go for the 50. But yeah, it'd be quite cool to do a reading challenge. I'm still reading like Gothic literature, and it was the Goth Lit November hashtag that got me into that. So I'm still doing that, but I will be reading other non-fiction books as well, because I have quite a lot of non-fiction books to read, and I had some for Christmas and stuff. But I just thought this reading journal, and it's got that lovely rose petal feel about it too. So there was that. Then I bought, this is a really thin book. I knew it was though when I bought it, so I wasn't shocked or anything. And this is the Ogham Year Will by Uri Leach. It was about £6.99, I think. And it's a simple system of working with all 20 trees of the traditional Ogham alphabet in their correct sequence around the wheel of the year. Contains advice on using the Ogham as an oracle and working with the trees for mental health and well-being. as well as creating one's own astral Ogham Grove. This book also gives advice on whittling, using different woods for making magical tools. Uri Leach is the author of the Ogham Grove and works as an artist in Glastonbury. So, yeah. So we've got some different books that he's written. Introduction. It's nice big writing actually as well, for anyone that does have any kind of sight impairment or find it difficult to read very small writing. So, you know, Hawthorne, pioneer of the blossoming days, and correspondences, keywords, calendar approximation. I just thought this would be really interesting because I really want to get into this with the trees. And I just thought, you know, it is a very thin book, but it's just what you need for the Ogham Year Wheel. And it's got Uri's lovely artwork on the cover. So that one is going to be really cool. And one to look back to as well. And the other book, which I got, which is probably not in the best condition actually. That's the way the pages have been put in, but it's fine. This is the Terrestrial Alignments of Catherine Maltwood and Dion Fortune, which has been on my list for ages, and again by Uri Leach, but you can see what I mean about the pages. But I think it's because they're like a print on demand thing and they're printed by Amazon, but it's okay. And I've wanted to yeah, you see, look, I hope this isn't actually cut off. To emphasis in bold, to quote. Sorry guys, I'm just slightly worried now that it's actually cutting it off. It actually isn't cutting it off because it's reading, for instance, the adapter. No, it's just right up close to the top of the page, which I'm not used to. So it's fine. So this is the, as I said, Terrestrial Alignments of Catherine Maltwood and Dion Fortune. So this is the Glastonbury Zodiac that Catherine Maltwood saw in the landscape of the tour, or around the tour in Glastonbury. And I just thought it would be a good book to have. So it says here, this is a quote from The Goatfoot God, which I have read, of Dion Fortunes. We who worship the old gods use the lines of force between the power centres and not the power centres themselves, because the power centres have all been exorcised long ago, but they didn't know enough to know of the lines of force, so they never exorcised those. The traditional sanctity of the neighbourhood around Glastonbury, the temple of the British secret tradition. That's Catherine Maltwood in The Enchantments of Britain. It's like a Dan Brown novel, but real. So, yeah, excited for this, the same as I am with the other Uri Leach book that I've got, which is the Gwyn, God of Annwn. So yeah, so that's everything that I have acquired that I thought you might be interested in seeing, and, you know, might want to pick something up the same or similar yourselves, you know, because it sometimes, you know, YouTube videos do give you ideas. I know it does me. That's how I found out about the book sleeves, for instance. Is actually from an ASMR video that I was watching. But yeah, so that's everything I have at the moment. I hope everyone is doing really good. I hate January. I don't know about you guys, but I don't like January. It just always seems dull and miserable and like nothing to look forward to kind of thing. But I do have these things that I can use and look forward to using and reading and things like that. So, you know, it's nice. But anyway, I'm sure I will talk to you all soon. I'm imagine my next video will probably be a walkthrough, and I'll see you all then. Bye for now.